Hey. Um, fuck. Oh, I can't be doing that the first 15 seconds of the video, but here we are. Um, Welcome back to Solace. Today, um, let me slow down. Let me take my own advice and enjoy this present moment with you. Did you feel that just now? That absolute silence? Well, probably not because of the music I edited into the video. However, I felt it for you and it was amazing. Um, Today, we're going to be talking about something that you read in the title. So, I gotta stop being weird. To be special, you must take risks. Believe me, if it were as simple as being you to be unique, being unique wouldn't be a thing because everybody would be unique. Let me take that a step further. Everyone is uniquely themselves, but to stand out from the average person, you must do something that stands out. That makes sense, right? You would assume so, but the way that things have progressed in our society today, you'll see a lot of people are starting to find ways around that and finding ways to still feel special without doing anything special. And the thing with that is, as I just said, it kind of takes away from the idea of being special because for one thing to be, another thing must, right? You must have two opposites. We live in a universal polarity. So when everybody's finding ways to convince themselves of things they haven't done, we get into a very delusional society and it's fucking things up pretty bad. So, what can we really do about this? Well, one, we could stop lying to ourselves, but that's not really going to happen anytime soon. So, what are we actually going to do about this? We need to discern other people's lies and to not take everything they say at face value. Unfortunately, while the law system works in a matter of innocent until proven guilty, most people, like in civilization, they work in the opposite way. It's guilty until proven innocent, and because of that, 9 times out of 10, when you even do things or don't do things, you're still going to have to make up for those things. Now, to want to be special is not a bad thing, obviously. Of course, anybody would want to stand out from anyone else because why would you want to be someone else, right? You want to be yourself. However, to be unique, you must be you, right? And the problem is once we start convincing ourselves of things we haven't done by gaslighting ourselves with our own words and altering our perspective of reality because your perception is reality, we kind of create a whole bunch of non-existent problems and solutions. So there's a lot of false experience gained, false leveling up. And so it kind of makes you wonder, well, why do it? Well, because throughout time, humans have always wanted to. We're kind of a competitive species, I believe. I'm pretty sure. If not, I'd be surprised. But for as much as we can collaborate, I've seen some. I think we've seen the competition. So another thing you'll notice is when you have something like an idea and you constantly tell people about that idea, you drain the essence of the idea from itself because of the words that you're using. They corrode that idea. And when they corrode that idea, it dies slowly. And while your excitement and your possible like true ambition towards this goal may exist, the more energy you choose to use to speak instead of do, the less you'll have to do. Right? And unfortunately, that kind of puts us in a situation where we have to shut the fuck up. Gotta stop. Gotta stop talking about what you want to do. You need to. Because to do the things that will make you special, to take those risks that you keep telling people about, you have to stop telling them about it and just get straight into doing it. Because the more thought you decide to put into it, it will separate you and your goal more and more. The more thought you put into it, it will make more and more space, because now you have to work through those thoughts. Why do that when you can just go straight to it by doing it? You get me? When it gets to this point where you see everybody is finding ways to specialize themselves through things like, I don't know, like characteristics that were bestowed upon them by their birth. So their race, their eye color, physical features and shit. Okay, cool. While it can be cool on the surface level, what you'll notice is more and more a lot of people are starting to like identify themselves by these things because they don't have any other feats or traits to identify themselves by. You do not want to get into that point, because then you lose your actual identity to your ego's identity. This is the ego. This is the physical appearance. I'm not getting into spirituality yet, but I will do it down the road, and it'll be gas. But for now, because this is the ego, what you need to understand is that the ego is mainly suited for survival. You do not want this to control your everyday movements, because you will always be in a fucking state of perpetual survival. It's not fun. People with anxiety, just think about all of the times you'll have worries about shit that hasn't happened yet. It's because your ego is not in full trusting with your soul. But I'll stop with that now. Basically, I say all that to say, you need to also identify which part is which. You need to know what is reacting to what, whether it's your physical being or if it's actually you. And if you're focusing on the traits that are actually you, what you'll notice is they'll be the things you would do even if it weren't legal to do them. Even if it weren't legal to be them. Well, of course, because you would have no choice. But I digress. You understand what I'm saying? There's a few different things that go along with this, but for now, I'll just say, make sure you're taking the conscious time to pay attention to what it is you specifically want and need to do, separate from everything else. If you want to be special, if you want to be uniquely you. Because otherwise, you'll be uniquely everyone else. And I don't even need to say anything at that point. So, if you've enjoyed what I had to say today, thank you very much for watching. Unfortunately for now, I'm going to have to say it. You know, this is like, whatever. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, subscribe for more, share it with people you may feel need this message or any of my other ones, and I love you. Thank you again for watching. I'm going to start covering videos that have more consistent threads through them. So one topic will lead into another, and then eventually we'll get into the deeper things down the road. But I'm going to really want to be able to cook with those because I have very specific ideas with them. Thank you again. You cool if I call y'all my monkeys? Monkeys? It's monkey school. My monkeys.